What if I told you that a single line of dialogue, buried deep in an MRI scene, just shattered the internet and sent King of the Hill fans into absolute chaos? King of the Hill Season 14, Episode 9, No Hank Left Behind. On the surface, it's a story about family, healing, and second chances. But hidden beneath lies one of the most unexpected callbacks in television history, and a revelation that nobody saw coming. The episode begins in a lawyer's office. Hank, Junichiro, and GH, the only heirs to Cotton Hill's estate, receive a $5,000 settlement from a class action lawsuit involving Shinjelly, Cotton's bogus shin regrowing product. Classic King of the Hill absurdity, but then the story splits. Peggy Hill lies trapped in an MRI machine in Dallas, claustrophobic panic attacks consuming her. Her son Bobby by her side, but he's too busy with his restaurant. Joseph Gribble steps in to help. A mother's fear that she's no longer needed. It's heartbreaking, it's raw. But then, a radiology technician makes an observation that stops time. Looks like you've got some scar tissue in your groin from being kicked by a 12-year-old some time ago. Bobby's horrified response, "You can tell it was a 12-year-old, fans erupted, social media exploded. Because this wasn't just any reference, this was a callback to Bobby Goes Nuts, the legendary Season 6 opener that Rolling Stone Australia ranked as the 76th greatest television episode of all time. That's My Purse, I Don't Know You, the episode that spawned 1,000 memes, the episode that won Pamela Adlon an Emmy, the episode that sits at a perfect 9 out of 10 on IMDb as the show's most beloved installment. But here's where the story gets really interesting. While fans were losing their minds over this Easter egg, something else was happening behind the scenes. Something the creators never wanted you to notice. You see, Episode 9 wasn't just about nostalgic callbacks. It was about confronting demons. Real demons. Hank Hill finds himself mentoring his half-brother GH, a Gen Alpha teenager sucked into the toxic world of manosphere culture, the man-made boot camping art. Led by Eli Selwick, a grifter promising to fix the 4 F-bombs, family, faith, finances, and fitness. Complete with motivational speeches and literal metal balls, nads of truth that participants must hold while sharing their feelings. Sound familiar? It should. This is 2025's Andrew Tate. This is the predatory world targeting vulnerable young men. And suddenly, King of the Hill wasn't just making us laugh. It was diving deep into GH's world, where beta behavior is weakness, and women are blamed for everything wrong in men's lives. Because GH's anger, his weak sissy insults toward Hank. That's Cotton Hill's poison flowing through another generation. The climax arrives when Hank and GH ring the bell of defeat and walk away from the toxic camp. Dale Gribble helps expose Eli Selwick as a fraud, his business actually run by his own mother. Hank uses the settlement money to buy GH his first car, a beat-up project they can work on together. But there's something else the creators were hiding from us. Something that connects everything. While this family drama unfolds, Peggy bonds with Joseph and Bobby over a pencil fighting championship in Bobby's apartment. A bittersweet moment showing how hard it is for parents to let go as children grow up. And then came the moment that brought it all together. Junichiro, Hank's Japanese half-brother, appears via video call for the settlement payout. A character fans hadn't seen since Season 6's returning Japanese. Another connection, another bridge between past and present. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. That throwaway line about Peggy's scar tissue. It wasn't just fan service, it was a promise. A declaration that King of the Hill Season 14 would honor its past while fearlessly tackling 2025's most pressing issues. The Bobby who once kicked his mother had grown into a successful restaurateur. The Peggy who suffered that humiliation now faced new fears about relevance. The Hank who once struggled with his father's toxic legacy was now breaking that cycle with GH. In one episode, King of the Hill managed to call back to its greatest moment, address modern masculinity, showcase returning fan favorites, honor fallen voice actors, embrace authentic casting, and prove that some stories, some families, some truths are timeless. No Hank Left Behind wasn't just an episode with an unexpected reference. It was a masterpiece of storytelling that reminded us why propane, Texas, and the Hill family still matter in 2025. And that, folks, is how you honor the past while embracing the future. Tell me, sweet Lady Propane, did you see that coming? Now, share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for future updates.